This is Dolany TV. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oilers are 3-6 on the season. And just like that, we are back to our old tricks as Oilers fans. What do I mean by that? Well, here you go. 9 games into the season, everybody is full well prepared to pick up the pitchforks and torches and run Tyson Barrie, Darnell Nurse, those are two. Mikko Koskinen, Kyle Turris, Zach Kassian, Jujhar Khaira, Josh Archibald, Dominic Cahoon, Jesse Puljujärvi. The list goes on. A couple games in, 9 games in, everybody wants to run half the team out of town. Well, I'm sorry. That's just physically is impossible. Now, secondarily to that, everybody wants McDavid and Draisaitl to leave because they shouldn't have to suffer anymore. I mean, they're only making $8.5 and $12 million respectively, but they shouldn't have to suffer. You know what? They deserve so much more. Straight up. They are suffering. Making $12.5 million and $8.5 million, they're suffering. They shouldn't have to go through that. They're well off, but they shouldn't have to go through losing. That's unfair to them. Right? We're already paying them more than enough for anybody on the planet, but they shouldn't have to go through that. I mean, I'm sorry. Straight up human decency would tell you, why aren't you caring about your neighbor having to go through what your neighbor's going through? But no, they shouldn't have to endure that losing. No, that's not fair to them. But it is just mind-numbing to me to see that we're 3-6 on the season. I get that. I get the reason to be angry. I'm upset, okay? I go into last night knowing I'm going to be disappointed, and I was still disappointed. But I'm sorry. Is the fact of, let's go back to Kevin Lowe must go. Lowe must go. Yeah, you remember the newspaper ads, the billboards. That was supposed to be the solution that turned the Edmonton Oilers into a winner. Mob mentality from the fans takes out guy they don't like in front office. Oilers win cup. Didn't happen. Okay, well now you got everybody upset at Steve Tambellini. Steve Tambellini gets canned. A whole bunch of coaches go around. Nobody even remembers Steve Tambellini. Do you know the last time somebody mentioned Steve Tambellini's name on Dolany TV? I seriously feel like that's some paradox world I lived in exclusively to myself. Okay? Because nobody on Dolany TV at all talks about Steve Tambellini and what he did as Edmonton Oilers GM. I'm sorry. That's part of the history, but nobody wants to talk about that. It goes Kevin Lowe, Peter Chiarelli, little bit Craig MacTavish. Nobody talks Steve Tambellini on Dolany TV. Then you go Craig MacTavish. Then you go, oh yeah, don't forget Peter Chiarelli. Mob mentality. This guy has to go. I was right there with you. What did it solve? At this point, if you're ready to mob out Ken Holland as another GM turfed by the Oilers for an underperforming team, what's the mob mentality going to solve at this point? I'm sorry, it has done nothing. I don't see anything in which Oilers fans, by mobbing the coach and GM out of the job for the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time, is going to somehow turn this sorry bunch of losers into a winning team. And why is it that the Oilers are always a sorry bunch of losers? No matter who it is. I'm sorry. You know what? Kyle Turris came in here. We were not expecting Kyle Turris to score a goal per game and put up 2 points a game. But everybody's acting like just because he's not doing that, he is the worst player on the planet. I get it. He's sucked out of the gate. Guess what? Every Oilers player that we ever sign in free agency, how many free agent signings do you guys need to go through to sit here and realize no matter who we sign in free agency is going to suck? That's the way it is in Edmonton. Players come here with pockets full of cash after signing a contract with the Oilers, put their bags on the doorstep, and forget everything it is they know about hockey before they walk in their front door in Edmonton. It just is the natural way it goes. And I'm sorry, okay, now let's turn back to the fans' mob mentality trying to get them out of here. Now you understand why we do it. But at some point, something's got to give here. Something has got to give. Either fans have to stop being so dense that thinking the mob mentality solves things, because the past 15 years has absolutely proven it solves completely nothing. Or the Oilers have to just figure out we have to stop being a sorry bunch of losers, realize these idiots are right, and say let's go play hockey. And neither of the two has happened yet in 15 years, and here we are, everybody's on the brink of breaking, down 3-6 in the NHL season, 9 games in a 56-game schedule. So what's it going to be? Okay, that's the question. Are we going to mob mentality, another coach, another GM, another bunch of free agent signings and prospects out of town, right? Don't forget, everybody hates Caleb Jones. Everybody hates Caleb Jones. Everybody hates Ethan Bear. Everybody hates everybody in the Oilers lineup. And if you don't hate them, they shouldn't be here because we're wasting their careers. Okay? So at some point, something's got to give here. Something has to give. And I have done the fish rots from the head thing with Daryl Cates, but if not for Daryl Cates, I don't even think the NHL would be back on right now. And that's the crazy part about this, is I have absolutely no say in anything. To any of you that tune into Dolany TV thinking I have a clue, a hope in you know where of getting anything right about the Oilers, you are so misinformed it's not even funny. I tell you on a daily basis, I have never once in my life played a game of hockey that was regulated with refs and linesmen. I have never once in my life coached a game of hockey. I have never once in my life ran a hockey team. The best I've done is cover junior B hockey in northeastern Alberta. Okay, yeah, okay, I have one game dabbled in the WHL and I have 3 or 4 games at the junior A level. But I'm sorry, if that qualifies me to shape your opinion on the Oilers, you are sadly misinformed on how you should shape an opinion. And ergo, there's the comments, the ignorant comments you come with at me for, and I just don't get it. I'm at a loss here. There is nothing I can say that is going to please anyone at this point, because the mob mentality is out to get everybody on the Oilers, because that always solves everything. The players, the Oilers, the organization is just crapping the bed in front of us again, and everybody's sitting here thinking I've got answers. I don't. All right, you want a video that covers something? I don't have any answers. I'm a guy like you with my own opinions that count for just as much as yours. Okay, you think I think my opinion counts for more than yours? I'm sorry, everything's relative. My opinion counts for absolutely jack crap next to Dave Tippett's or Ken Holland's, and I will tell you, guess what? End of the day, I have no opinion because I am absolutely clueless. I can read stats and tell you why I think something is why it is, but I can't tell you why Zach Kassian skated around that guy at the 14-minute mark of the third period. I don't have a clue. Never been in his shoes. How am I supposed to tell you? And guess what? 99% of you on Dolany TV that are smart-mouthing me in the comments section have never played a game of hockey at the NHL level, so why the heck are you thinking you know what's up? Right? None of us know what's up, and here we are, mob mentality, run the coach, run the GM, run everybody we don't like out of town because it solved everything in the past. I'm sorry, something's got to give. Have yourself a great night. I'm going to go play video games, and I'm going to go enjoy Sloppy Joes, and I'm going to have a bachelor's night in paradise here on Friday, end of January, month that work's over. Hallelujah.